Hi, my name is Kate and I am on week 38 of long COVID. It has been a rough few weeks, but I'm outside letting my dog out and thought now would be a good time to film a video update.
Baby! Hey, good girl. Yes, you are. The schmoozes. The schmoozes. Oh.
So today I had a follow-up appointment with my cardiologist. My dysautonomia from long COVID just hasn't been very well controlled. So dysautonomia, if you're new to it, is the dysregulation of your autonomic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that controls the automatic things like your heart beating and your lungs breathing and digestion happening and all that good stuff. And for me, my dysautonomia has primarily impacted my lungs and my heart. The lungs are doing much, much better. The heart, not so much. So it manifests as tachycardia, extremely elevated heart rate, and relatedly low blood pressure, especially upon standing. So very similar to postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, in case you need a very long medical jargon-filled diagnosis. So I have been doing all of the more conservative measures like compression stockings, abdominal binder, lots and lots of fluids and salt, as well as 37.5 milligrams twice a day of metoprolol extended release. And that has just not quite been doing the job, especially since I've added to my activity being back at work, trying to work my way back up to fuller capacity. And my current medication just isn't quite doing that. So today I have my follow-up with my cardiologist, and promptly went into a pretty intense pre-syncope fit during the appointment when they were taking my vitals. I went to stand up and immediately my legs decided that was a bad idea. And the great thing about cardiology is they're very used to people blacking out during their appointments. So they guided me onto the exam table, and that was nice and easy. But it meant that they could get a really clear picture of what my symptoms look like when I'm in a flare. So before I had even really come back to, we had expanded my prescription medication to 50 milligrams twice a day of the metoprolol beta blocker and adding in a medication called midodrine, which raises your blood pressure. Because basically what happens is I stand, my heart tries to make up for the blood rushing to my feet by beating extra fast to try to circulate my blood supply. That then fails, and then my blood pressure drops, and then I pass out, which is not fun. It's not a great way to go about living your ordinary life, and it also really freaks the people around you out when you're not the best at staying conscious. So trying this new round of medications, hopefully it does the trick. If not, there's a few other things that we can try, but my understanding is that they're really tough to get covered by insurance. So part of what we're doing is if the beta blockers don't wind up working, especially the metoprolol generic, then we can go back to my insurance and say, we tried all of the more conservative measures and we need to pull out the big drugs. So I'd be grateful for any prayers or general good vibes for my nervous system as we embark on the next few days of trialing out this new regimen. I think we'll know pretty quick whether or not it's going to be a good fit, but I'm really hoping for good news because it's fall, and the program year has started up at church, and there's so many things that I would rather be doing than going to the cardiologist or staying in bed, though of course I am doing my best to be patient, and we're figuring it out bit by bit. So from my long COVID journey to yours, from my deck lounge chair to yours, take good care, everybody. And here's a good shot of my lovely view from the back garden.